What's up, y'all? My name is Dear Enrique Brad Lopez, aka Mr.kornflakes, and this is Putting Cereal in the Bowl with Milk. This Mr. Cornflakes point of view. Boy, listen. Alright, I was gonna do this whole thing where I give out a whole speech and sound professional, and I say, hey, America, we're struggling through the lines of urbanism in Kansas, and I need help. The Republicans aren't helping me. We're struggling. And Barack Obama, we need help. But I'm not. I got one thing to say. And it's Sam Brownback. Fix Kansas and fix my education, please. Come on, man. You know what? I'm going to say one thing. Another thing. I love my community. But I dislike our governor's political views. Let's go ahead and state the obvious about Sam Brownback. He's a strong, conservative, Republican weirdo who has some type of Kansas in his mind, and it's not really working out. Just like when a girl's getting her hair or her weave done, and she's like, oh, this is about to be fleek. And then she gets her hair done, and when she gets her hair done, she looks in the mirror, and it looks like Kansas. Yeah, I said that. I threw Kansas shade. I love Kansas. But when you have a governor like Sam Brownback, you kind of make me want to fall back a little bit. Just saying. Now, Kansas used to be a great place to come to. You know, you come over here, get some of the best burnt barbecue. I mean, like, our barbecue can be burnt, but it still tastes the best. And you'd be like, hey, that was good. And you really like it. You know, we have great agricultural, fine, nice historical sites. You know, Kansas City, Wichita, Topeka. When I mean Kansas City, I don't mean Kansas City, Missouri. We don't mess with them. We're talking about Kansas City, Kansas. We have some nice historic sites. You just got to find them. You know, and now people don't want to come to Kansas, and I wonder why. Not that we're a bad place, it's only that we're struggling and suffering through a lot of things. Here's a list of things that we're suffering in Kansas: money debt, leadership, education, budget, bad governor, welfare shaming, welfare shade, Sam Brownback, carrying concealed weapons, Republican governor, unemployment, one of the worst governors next to Bobby Jindal, abolishing second trimester abortions, horrible governor, tax reform, and did I say Sam Brownback? I can assure you, I love Wyandotte County. I love my community. I love Kansas. But I hate our governor's decisions. And it will take me a lot of times to say that because I will say that multiple times. I will say that 100 million times. I will be louder than Donald Trump when I say that. I hate. I hate our governor's decisions. I was gonna do this thing where I'm like, I hate my governor. He's stupid. He smells bad. He looks like someone that really a lot of people don't want to be around. He looks like he low key, looks like an alligator low key. I didn't want to do all that. I just want to give him a gift. I just really want to give him a gift. I want to put this on his head. I can't say I hate our governor. I'll say that up front. I don't hate my governor. I bet he's probably a nice man. I'm sure he's a good man deep down inside of his heart that was attacked by zombies. I bet he has a nice house, a nice wife, has grandchildren, has kids. I bet he has a 2-story house, white picketed fence, a golden retriever, maybe a nice piano. I threw piano shade. You see that? Yes, I threw shade. I'm pretty sure you guys know about the whole story about the piano in KCK public schools. If anything, he's probably a good man. But listen, let's get to the point. Sam Brownback, stop messing with my education. Don't do that. I need my education. You're making it hard for me. You make me want to go to Kansas City, Missouri. You make me want to go somewhere else. Stop messing with our education. Yeah, we have good accredited schools, but when you're messing with our education, it lacks funds. We have to cut many programs, and it loses the interest of going to school at a certain point. You are struggling, man. If you are struggling, if we are broke and you're cutting our budget, just call me. Call me at 913-250. If you need the rest of the number, message me on Facebook. Stop messing with my education. Just call me up and say, Gary, we're struggling with education. Just call me and tell me. Just say, hey, we're broke. And if you want, maybe I could call a couple people and we could get some donations and and I'll go find some people to donate a couple dollars. If it's food, just tell me it's food. I'll go to a couple churches and we could get some spaghettini. We could get some food. Don't worry about it. Just call me. All you need to do is ask me for help and I will find some money for you. Come on, man. Come on. Now I know that the superintendent of Kansas City, Kansas Public Schools, Dr. Cynthia Lynn, has been deep in your about messing with my education. I bet she called and she was mad and she was like, "Hey, I'm mad. You're cutting 45 million out of education budget and getting mad because I bought a piano for one of our top schools in the United States, one of the top schools in Kansas, and they have a great diversity level just like any other high schools. And please stop messing with those high schools, middle schools, and elementary's education. Matter of fact, stop messing with Gary's education because Gary needs his education. If not, then I'm going to go to the legislator and get all the paper and charts that you have been lacking to give me." Yes, Dr. Cynthia Lane has gone to the legislator to try to get some information that she has not got and the governor has been putting back. Well, you know what? I love my superintendent. She's a great lady and she has fought for us. She is just like that older mother that's like, I protect my babies. I'm going to protect all my babies. My baby's finna get their education. That's why I like our governor. No, I don't. I love. That's why I love our superintendent. She's a great person and she knows what she's doing and she's trying her best for us to get a great education. Shout out, Dr. Cynthia Lane. But our governor, you've been kind of on the downfall, buddy. Stop being on the downfall. And you know what one of the worst things that you're doing is you're throwing welfare shade. I came up with that. I might have came up with that word. Welfare shade. What does that mean? Throwing shade, and disrespecting all those that are on welfare because of the choices that you have made as a governor. But you, low key, don't want to say that. You're throwing a lot of welfare shade, but you're decreasing our education. Do you know how stupid that sounds, man? Listen to this. This is the way it goes. Education, people on welfare, right? You're welfare shading, but you're decreasing the money that education gets. Well, along the lines, a lot of the people that are on welfare, poverty, and lines of homelessness and urbanism, they're right here. They don't have that. Some of them lack education. When it comes to literacy, 14% read at a fifth grade level, 29% read at an eighth grade level only, and then 43% of those that are on the lowest literacy levels live in poverty and have to use welfare. And you're throwing welfare shade when you're lacking education, when you're decreasing the amount of education, that's less people going and less amount that we can really use in education, and welfare is just rising. Well, if you really want to stop welfare, you're going to throw welfare shade, maybe you should give us back our money or increase the amount of money so that more people can get their education and the lower levels can go down. Come on, buddy. Think about it. Stop being dumb. Be a smart man. You're only making this being the statistical views of urbanism, and you're contradicting yourself by saying you're lowering one thing. Well, this is kind of like supply and demand, or some type of thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I learned something like this in economics. Well, it's something like this. You need this to stop. You need this to stop this. That's the only way it works. Give us our education. We'll lower down the welfare line of poverty. Come on, man. Think about what you're doing. Stop being ridiculous. A great theorist once said that he feels like Sam Brownback. This is exactly how I said. He said it just like this. I feel like Sam Brownback is trying to eventually cut the budget on all of the public schools so that they can eventually be private schools, and then we can have conservative views within our schools so that people not have to pay to get an education. So now it seems like a great theorist said that if Sam Brownback is cutting our budget, he'll eventually cut all the budget on education and make us all go to public schools. And make us all go to public schools that eventually become private schools. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop struggling. And you know what? I'm not going to throw a lot of shade at Sam Brownback because it's not off. And you know what? I'm not going to throw a lot of shade at Sam Brownback because I'm amazed. I believe he's probably a great man. He's probably in the Capitol, struggling, suffering, thinking about taking some Advil. I don't know. But this is sometimes our fault. We need more people in our community to vote. We need more young people to vote. If you're the legal age to vote, use 2 hours of your time and go in line to vote. That's probably, I don't know, I never voted. I'm going to know I'm going to vote next year for the presidential election. Anyway, this is basically an example. If you don't vote, we will have a governor like Sam Brownback. So this is future reference. If you don't vote, will be the next president. This is kind of how it works out. You don't vote, you get this and this. Stop being dumb. It's time for you to vote for it. Vote for you. Vote for your education. Vote for the education of the students and children of the future. Sam Brownback, these are my last words that I will say. I bet you're probably a great man. But stop messing with my education. Stop messing with the education of the people of the future. Your monarchy has failed. Because we are no longer a democracy. It's all you now. Your utopia of Kansas has failed. The Kansas that you imagined is that failed piece of track that did not fit in the girl's head and is loosely falling out. As you can see the track, we are struggling. Come on, man. My name is Gary Enrique Bradley Lopez, aka Mr.kornflakes. I attend Wyandotte High School in Kansas City, Kansas, in the Kansas City, Kansas Public School District. And my truth is, Sam Brownback, stop messing with my education. Hashtag KS, stop messing with our education. You have failed, and you are falling. You still have time to fix it. I hope you do fix it. Thank you.